But when do you hear, like, obviously now at this point, you know Robert's okay. When do you find out he's the one who pulled the trigger?
Well, you knew it off the bat.
I knew it.
What made you
He always knew it.
I knew it. I knew it.
How?
Here's what I thought, and I think I thought it erroneously, but he was not supposed to go marching down the hallway and marching up the steps.
Right, you've mentioned that.
No, it's supposed to be on top.
He was supposed to be coming down.
Yeah, we were going to die on the rooftop.
He's gonna fast rope in, and he's gonna take him from on top.
Well, the plan was we're going to drop the snipers off, drop the dog off, and then they're going to fast rope. We're going to fast rope on the roof, and then we knew there was about a 9-foot jump where we're going to jump from the roof onto the balcony, and then we're going to shoot it out through a window.
So wouldn't that make you the first person?
Well, we're going to
see
die.
him,
We called ourselves the Martyrs Brigade. We're going to die there.
Well, and the thing of this thing too is,
But we know that if he blows himself up, we fucking got him. And we're going to die with him, but we fucking got him. That was the mentality of the guys.
Any thought to try and take him alive, or that's outside of that?
Technically, yes.
Right.
Yeah.
You were popping him. You were popping.
That motherfucker's going to die.
You're popping him.
And this is exclusive right here.
yeah, it just stays in this room.
Yeah.
Just this room right
Hey,
here.
as long as it's not being recorded.
Connolly Brandon, the shit stays here, all right? Jesus.
But part of the deal was, I didn't know where Rob was after he'd come back from his deployment. This is pre-Bin Laden.
Right.
Other than he's telling me, this is a kid that's been in the Navy SEALs for 14, 15 years at that point, and he's telling me that his forearms are falling off.
Yeah.
He's telling me that he's fast roping like a motherfucker, and he is.
No, it was so much. I almost called myself out of it because I was my arms were getting so broken from fast roping because we're training to fast rope for the Bin Laden raid
Every day, 7 days a week.
But that's the part I didn't know. But I knew he was.
Why are you fast roping when we should be? We were scuba diving because we're down in Miami. We're supposed to be scuba diving because we were training on Somali pirates. How can we dive in an open current to a mothership? And we're training that. And then the best story is they called us up there. A couple of the team leaders, so the guys for the Bin Laden raid, they brought us in a room and said, "All right, here's the deal. We found a thing. This is real. We found a thing, and this is not a drill. We found a thing. This thing is in a house. This house is in a country. This country, there's a bowl in between the mountains. You're going to go in and get this thing, and you're going to bring it to us." And they meant Bin Laden. So we're all in this room. We're like, well, what's the thing? Can't tell you. Well, how are we getting there? Can't tell you. What country? Can't tell you.
Why can't they tell you just out of curiosity?
They didn't want to at first because they didn't want it leaking. They didn't tell anybody what we were doing. So we assumed it was going to be Gaddafi in Libya.
Interesting.
Because the Arab Spring just started, and we figured they would want us to go fly in off a flat top, get him on Ospreys, bring him back for a debrief or something. But they said we can't take any PJs from the Air Force, can't take any CCT from the Air Force. It's all Navy SEALs. So if you know how to do medical shit, bring it. If you know how to use a radio, bring it. By the way, you're carrying a machine gun.
You know something's up.
Something's up, but we thought it was Gaddafi. So we went home on Friday, and they said, all right, go home, be with your kids. Come back Sunday, and we're going to tell you exactly what's going on. And I remember asking the question, well, who's going to be there at the brief? And they said, well, the Secretary of Defense, the Vice President, Secretary of the Navy. And we're like, holy fuck.
Something.
But part of the funny part of the story is they get down the list and they said State Department this and then CTC pad, blah, blah, blah. And I caught that. I didn't say anything, but CTC pad is the CIA counterterrorism Pakistan, Afghanistan desk. So I went home with that. I'm like, well, if we're going to Libya, why is Pac Afghan there? Wow. So then we come back in. They split us up on a Sunday, 4 guys per van, and we're driving to a place in North Carolina, secret base. And I'm in the back. My boss is next to me, and I said exactly that. I said, guys, this isn't Gaddafi. This is Bin Laden. They found Bin Laden. My boss looked at me and he goes, that's exactly what I was thinking. So we're back here talking. My buddy Mac.
So your boss doesn't know, though.
It gets better. No, he didn't know.
At the time.
It gets better, though. My buddy who's driving looks me in the mirror, and he goes, man, O'Neill, if we kill Osama bin Laden, I will suck your dick.
What a clip.
Yeah. So 3 weeks to the clip. 3 weeks to the day, we're standing over Bin Laden's body. I look at him in his house and I go,
Suck my dick.
Now's a good time as any.